Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Division III boys soccer matchup between West Warwick and visiting Woonsocket. The Wizards coming into this contest at 4-1-0 overall, 3-0 in Division III North. They are in first place. We are happy to bring you this event courtesy of the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway at the high school. I am Eric White, Media Broadcasting teacher at the high school, and I'll be your play-by-play host this evening, and I've got with me here executive producer Brian Lynch. He's on weather, he's on scoreboard, he does everything. How you doing, Brian?
I'm cold. How are you?
I'm extremely cold. I think I have 2 feet, although I can't feel them.
Yeah.
But we are here. Now, the Rhode Island Interscholastic League has banned having spectators here per order of the governor. So that makes it even more important. We're really glad to be here. We would have been here anyway, but for everybody who cannot be here to see their child play, their team play, they can tune in, and hopefully they are tuning in on WWHS Wizards YouTube channel, and we're happy to serve.
And make sure you share your link with all your friends so that more people can watch your son play, whether you're from Woonsocket or from West Warwick.
That's right, and give us a thumbs up while you're at it. That always, some virtual love is always good. So we are Villanovans. Woonsocket comes into this contest seeking their first win. They've had a little bit of a tough year. They've lost all 4 contests that they've had. They lost to North Providence, Paul Cuffey, Pontigansett, and Scituate. And they only have scored 1 goal, and that was in their first game, which was a 5-1 loss to North Providence. So West Warwick has wins over Paul Cuffey, Pontigansett, Scituate, and right here on this channel, they scored a 2-0 win over Prout a couple of days ago, and their lone loss was to a Division I team, East Providence, and that was a 1-0 loss. So pretty good season so far for the Division III Wizards. They're down to Division III after having a couple of tough years up in Division II. It's been a long road for head coach Mike Grandchamp, who took over the squad 4 years ago. His first season here, the Wizards were winless. The year after that, a little better, and then last year they qualified for the Division II playoffs, exiting in the first round against East Greenwich. But this year, after being bumped down, the Wizards look to reclaim their form of old. The orange and black have a long, distinguished history on the pitch, and just a few short years ago, the team played for the Division II and Division III championships in back-to-back years. So it's been a rebuilding process since then. So we are right here. It's a little windy at Masnicki Field. Temperature, well, let's throw it to Brian. He's our impromptu weather person. He can tell us just how cold we are.
Oh, yes. At last check, about 15-20 minutes ago, I saw it was 37 out, and the wind's 13 miles an hour, and feels like it is 28 degrees out.
All right, so soccer weather. Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right.
And we're on the top of the hill, so that makes it even windier.
Yes, it's always windy at Masnicki Field. I've never been up here when there's not a wind blowing. It's got to be one of the highest points in the state. We'll have to get our research staff on that.
Oh, yes.
So the team's looking to get things started here. It is cold. If it looks cold, it is cold. We also have the West Warwick High School cheerleaders here. Producing in the box today, Riley Maynard, star sophomore. And we have Joe Dione on one of our cameras.
And we have Danny. I don't remember his
And
last
Danny
name.
Raposo on the other camera. I just had a senior moment here. So Danny Raposo, Joey Dione, both from my media broadcasting class, helping us out, getting extra credit, but still helping us out. We really appreciate it. And we've got another camera person who will be on the way shortly. So no spectators here again because of the COVID-19 restrictions. Just when you thought this year couldn't get any stranger, it got stranger. So we're standing here, just 2 camera people, me and Brian, and 1 person in the box. and that's it. So
stranger and colder.
It's stranger and colder. Whew. So we got about 5 minutes to game time here.
Yeah.
So maybe we send it up there for a commercial.
We're going to commercial. Yeah, we'll
And
send it to a commercial and we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Europe just passed a new copyrights law. I wish there was something more related to the school, though.
Hey Nick, what are you reading?
Oh, just Kent County Times.
Oh really, that's cool.
I just wish it was more related to West Warwick High School.
Oh, that's funny. I have the magic word here. It's the school newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, it's produced monthly. It's also online at themagicwordonline.com.
I'll check it out.
All right, cool.
All right, we're getting ready to kick things off here. Both teams huddling, perhaps to psych themselves up, perhaps to keep warm, maybe both. So West Warwick going from right to left on your television set or computer screen, wherever you're watching this. The Villanovans of Woonsocket going from left to right. Getting ready to start things off here. Ball at midfield. Cheerleaders moving around to keep that blood flowing. You know, at least they're moving around. You know, me and you, Brian, should get down there and try some flips to keep to keep ourselves warm up here. Okay, and we're off.
40 minutes on the clock.
All right. Action starting off on the far side of the field. Woonsocket looking for its first win, 0-4-0 coming into this contest. Wizards 4-1-0 overall, 3-0 in Division III North in first place. Sam Andrus kicks it back out to Alvarez, and there's Correa. Back to Andrus. Back to Correa. Trying to get something going. Diego Alvarez puts it right over to Christian Tomaso. Wizards trying to make something happen here. There's Michael Strain, the freshman. And that one goes off the crossbar at the top. That was a shot on goal by Sean Correa. Wizards keeping it in the Villanovans' half. If you're looking just at this game on paper, this might be an opportunity for some more of the Wizards to score goals. Looks like Woonsocket's in a bit of a rebuilding pattern here. They were Division I a few years back. Down to Division III now. Ty Condon sends it over midfield. Andrus trying to make something happen. That ball's out on White. Tyler Grandchamp throws it in. And goalie Nathan Brunel, number 9. Excuse me, Nathan Brunel, not number 9, 9th grader. He's a freshman. He's making his first start here tonight for Woonsocket. There's Andrus trying to make something happen. Woonsocket's Abu Job preventing anything from happening there. And Christian Tommaso trying to make something happen. It goes a little left. Wizards so far applying the early pressure.
So our research department has gotten back to us. The highest point in Rhode Island is actually around 815 feet, and we're only around 260 feet, so it's
really?
about 500 feet different.
Is that 816 feet? Is that the Johnston landfill?
I think so.
Ah. Okay, so we're only about 216 feet above sea level. When I was out in Colorado, I was 12,000 feet above sea level. Realized how desperately out of shape I am because I really couldn't breathe. And, you know, no wonder why the Denver Broncos always win at home. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, our research staff, getting right on that. Research staff, when I say that, I mean Brian. He's right here. Okay. So. Yeah. All right. Okay, ball at midfield. Woonsocket trying to make something happen. Oh, and that went over. Shot by Sam Andrus. Already had a couple of shots here on goal. Wind blowing the flags briskly on the corners of the field. And Abu Job looks like he's gonna kick this one into play for Woonsocket. There's Grand Champ. Got a foot on that one. And he's going to throw it in because that was out on white. And looks like Sam Andrus is going to make a run on the left-hand side. But he's got that one taken away from him. Woonsocket's bringing it back the other way. But Correa gets that ball now. Andrus passes to Correa, who's going to try to make something happen. That's broken up. Ball back over into Wizard territory. Goalie Alex Johnson kicks that one out. Woonsocket trying to make something happen here. That's going to be out on the orange and black, I believe. Oh, no, they're going to get possession. There was a whistle on Woonsocket. We got a call against the Wizards. I believe it was offside. Job puts the ball back in play. Tommaso with it at midfield. Wizards going to make a run. And that one goes a little wide right. Tommaso. Christian Tommaso with a shot on goal. Really brisk one here tonight. Lights finally went on. Before those lights went on, almost made you wonder whether they were really going to have a game here at all. I believe there have been a couple of games called off because of the wind chill factor, but not here in West Warwick. There's no freezing in soccer.
Yes, 28 is a nice wind chill.
Yes.
Looks
If we were running around like them, we wouldn't be this cold.
Looks like they were checking something on the goal over there. Don't know what that was.
All right. Here we go. Brunel puts that one back in play, I think. No one scored, right? I didn't miss it. Okay. Here we go. You might be able to hear the wind up here at Mesnicky Field. Very brisk. Diego Alvarez kicks it into play. Kyle Da Silva. Oh, he tries to get it in there. Goes wide left. Wizards have had some opportunities here, much like in the last game against Prout. Put lots of offensive pressure on, but they've had some real good looks here early in the game. Liam Gravier scored a goal against Prout. Passes off to Andrus. Puts a cross right there, and oh! Christian Tommaso got just a little too much under that one. But it did land in front of the net. Woonsocket clears it out. Da Silva over to Grand Champ, who has it up for Andres. Sam Andres trying to make something happen and loses that one. Woonsocket breaks that up. Orange and black. Here's Correa. Passes over to Tommaso. And over to Sam Flintz on the right-hand side. Gravier lost that one going out of bounds. Now we have a corner kick, our first corner kick of the evening. See if the Wizards can score off this dead ball play. And that is a goal. That is a goal. Diego Alvarez on the corner kick. Diego Alvarez on the corner kick with the goal. Wizards go up 1-0 early here in the first half. That's Alvarez's first goal of the year. Here's Andrus.
That is right.
Wizards trying to build on their 1-0 lead. Tommaso has it on the right corner. Passes it to Flintz. And Correa with the shot. Bounces left. Wizards still up 1-0. Woonsocket's going to put it back in play. Grand Champ bringing it up the left, crosses it. Saved by Brunel. Gravier was right there. Wizards putting the pressure on again. Look, we got our second corner kick of the night. Last time Diego Alvarez scored off the corner kick. This time, no such luck. But the Wizards keep it in Woonsocket territory. Gravier along the right-hand corner. Kicked out of bounds by Woonsocket. So Wizards will maintain possession, throw it in deep in the Villanovan's end. Johnson with the save, rolls it back into play. Right in front of the Wizards bench. Orange and black working it down. Christian Tommaso to Diego Alvarez, across midfield, but Woonsocket's keeping it in play. Korea had a foot on it. That play broken up by Woonsocket. Silva to Korea. Broken up by the Villanovans, but still in front of the net. There's De Silva. Ball still in play. West Warwick High School cheer squad here. Rain, shine, cold, warm, they are here. As always, cheering on the orange and black. Brunel kicks that one out. Korea over to Andres. Brunel makes the save. West Warwick up 1-0 on a corner kick goal from Diego Alvarez.
To be at 20 minutes.
Korea trying to make something happen there. He goes down. We're going to have a free kick here.
Nice goal.
That's a goal.
Whoever did the free kick, I don't know.
Diego Alvarez with his second goal of the evening. Wizards up 2-0.
I don't know. It looks like Joey's on him. Number 10. Here we go. There's the break, I think. Yep, break.
And here we go. This is courtesy of the COVID-19 pandemic. Our first mask break. 20 minutes into the each half. We have two 40-minute halves. 20 minutes in each half. We have a mask break. So we're going to take a break for a commercial here, pay some bills, and we will be back. We'd like to recognize a couple of sponsors for the media broadcasting and journalism pathway at the high school. Gold Star Retirement and Insurance and Alex Smith. When your family buys insurance through Gold Star, you help build a sustainable resource for Rhode Island educators. The Gold Star team delivers. Everybody deserves peace of mind. Contact Alex Smith at alex.smith@horacemann.com. That's HORACEMANN.com. And the Arctic Playhouse, located at 117 Washington Street in West Warwick. Okay. We have a nice, what looks like almost a full moon rising over the trees right now. Kind of an ominous sign. Wasn't quite visible before, and now it is. Wizards with a 2-0 lead. Trying for their 5th win of the year. Woonsocket trying to break into the win column for the first time. Have dug themselves a hole here on the road. Diego Alvarez looking to make something happen. Shot on goal. Saved by Brunel. Going for the hat trick tonight he was. Now Woonsocket deep in Wizard territory, but that one's cleared out. This broadcast brought to you by the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway at West Warwick High School, where students learn how to put on live events like this while trying to avoid hypothermia at the same time. Got Riley Maynard in the booth, executive producing tonight. Executive producer extraordinaire Brian Lynch here on research and weather.
Yes, and I can confirm it is still very cold.
It's still very cold. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was beginning to wonder about that, but you know. Joey Dione on one of the cameras. He's in my media broadcasting class. And Danny Raposo on the other camera.
And we also have Morgan Judd here for moral support.
Yes, she's here for moral support. Maybe she'll take a camera in the second half. Her new show coming out soon. See, Morgan has her own show, so she can't be bothered with this camera stuff, you know.
She has to focus all her power to that.
Yeah.
The female icon, set stated.
Yeah. You know, it's like Ellen Who, you know. She treats her guests a lot better than Ellen treats her guests. Yeah. You know, we've only had one guest so far, but still, you know. So Woonsocket here, trying to get something going in Wizard territory. Not very successful tonight for them. Been a tough season for them. 0-4 coming in. Looking at a 2-0 hole on the road. Sam Andrus with a cross. That rolls out of bounds. Wizards continuing to put pressure on Woonsocket. I think the wind may have stopped here for a second. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I am very cold as I was not prepared to be here tonight. I was originally at a meeting and the meeting ended early, so I gotta be here.
Yeah.
So I am very cold. I did not dress well.
I have extra sweatshirts, so I'll have to go get them at halftime. I've got like 5 or 6 sweatshirts because I counted on somebody showing up underprepared. So,
Of course, it was me.
yeah.
You can turn me off.
There we go. Oh. No whistle there. De Silva was going for that ball. No, that was Derek Petrarca, excuse me, number 24, going for that ball. Got a couple of substitutions coming in. There's De Silva, number 23. Ty Condon, number 15, working it over to the far side. Sam Flintz to De Silva. He's going to try to get it down. Number 18, Jacob DeMeglio had that ball but lost it. Woonsocket trying to make something happen here. Taking the ball across midfield. Grand Champ boots that near midfield. Some white jerseys there to get that, but Correa's trying to work it up. Loses that. Woonsocket trying to build some kind of offense here in the first half. Oh, looks like we got a breakaway. Oh, we had one. All right. And that's a goal for West Warwick. I believe that was DeMeglio with that goal, number 18. 3-0 Wizards. So we got 2 goals tonight by Diego Alvarez, one by Jacob DeMeglio. Wizards just like that, up 3-0 in the first half. And that's DeMeglio's 3rd goal of the year. He leads the team, followed by Tommaso with 2 goals. And then Sam Flintz, Liam Gravier, Dominic Carollo, Michael Strain, and Diego Alvarez now has 2 goals. Wizards adding to their total tonight. That one rolls left. Wizards still up 3-0 here. Late in the first half rather. Orange and black trying to add to their 3-zip lead. Here on a cold night at Mesnicky Field. There's Alex Johnson booting that one out. He's had a relatively quiet night. Oh, and here's Correa trying to get a run on. Trying to make a run. We have a whistle. Woonsocket's going to have possession. Put this back in play. Christian Tomaso working it over to Tyler Grandchamp. Diego Alvarez coming down midfield. Booted out by the Villanovans. Nathan Van Ass, number 12, coming into the game with a throw in. He's trying to work it toward the middle. And oh! Alvarez almost with another goal. That one just bounced off the uprights, almost went in. Now Woonsocket coming back. This is one of the few chances that they've had. Number 23 with a cross. Tariq Robinson O'Hagan brought it down, crossed it over, but his teammate couldn't get a handle on it. Wizards back in control. Van Aas. Had a foot on that one. Correa working it up the sideline. Tried to get that to Andrus. Now Christian Tomaso picks up that ball. He's looking for somebody open. That's Sam Flint's trying to make something happen on the right-hand side. Tomaso again loses it. We have a whistle. West Warwick with a free kick. Alvarez gets it in there, but Brunel, the freshman, making his first start with the save. Andrews working it up the left side. He's got Alvarez open with a cross, and Brunel with another nice save. Keeping this one from getting any worse for Woonsocket. Already down 3-0. Wizards still applying pressure. Alvarez over to Andrews. Back to Van Oss. Back to Andrews. Woonsocket gets a foot on it. De Silva boots that over to the far sideline. Wizards working it back. Taking their time. No hurry. And we got Flint up on the right-hand side. Makes a pass over to the middle to Correa. To Andrus. See what he's going to do. He goes for the shot, and another save by Brunel. Wizards have had many looks here in the first half. Many looks, many shots. Woonsocket has really only threatened once. Christian Tomaso trying to make something happen. As Van Oss kicks it back over. And Alex Johnson gets a handle on it. Woonsocket keeping the ball in the Wizard end. A little more than usual this half. De Silva trying to take it back the other way. Loses that one. May have a shot at it again. There's Correa working it up, passing it up to Alvarez, to Andres, who's alone on the left side. He's going to cross it, but it is off of number 15 from Woonsocket, Thomas Cugini, and we're going to have another corner kick. Andrews is going to do the honors. And that one's over. And that is how the half will end. 3-0. Wizards up. 3-0 Wizards up. 2 goals by Diego Alvarez. And 1 from Jacob DeMeglio, who now leads the team with 3 scores this season. And it is halftime. We will send it off to a commercial to pay some bills. We'd like to recognize a couple of sponsors for the media broadcasting and journalism pathway at the high school. Gold Star Retirement and Insurance and Alex Smith. When your family buys insurance through Gold Star, you help build a sustainable resource for Rhode Island educators. The Gold Star team delivers. Everybody deserves peace of mind. Contact Alex Smith at alex.smith@horacemann.com. That's HORACEMANN.com. And the Arctic Playhouse, located at 117 Washington Street in West Warwick. We'd like to recognize a couple of sponsors for the media broadcasting and journalism pathway at the high school. Gold Star Retirement and Insurance and Alex Smith. When your family buys insurance through Gold Star, All right. Well, apparently the teams are not in any hurry. Well, the teams are in a hurry, I think. That has to be the shortest halftime I have seen in any sport ever. But it is freezing. So here we are in the second half. Wizards up 3-0. Teams have switched sides. Woonsocket going right to left on your television or computer screen. Wizards going from left to right. Here's Correa and, Brunel with a save. Woonsocket on defense once again. Villanovan's trying to make something happen, trying to generate some sort of offense. Really had one, maybe two serious threats on goal. Otherwise, Alex Johnson had a pretty quiet night. I'm sure, as everybody knows, this is Election Day Eve. Tomorrow, November 3rd, schools across this great state of ours will be closed. And those who have not already voted early or voted by mail-in ballot will head to the polls to make their voices heard or their votes heard. Woonsocket almost making something happen. So make sure to get out and vote is what I'm trying to say. If you're 18 and you're registered, you find yourself with nothing to do tomorrow, vote. I voted early at my town hall. I live up in Cumberland. Fast break. Liam Gravier trying to make something happen there. Brunel with the save. The Wizards are coming back. Like I was saying, I voted. I hope you vote too. We may not all agree on who to vote for, but it is one of the great things about this nation is we have the right, the ability to make our decisions. So just like we have the freedom to watch this game on this YouTube channel, not in person, we have the freedom to vote for those who we think should represent us. So please get out there tomorrow and vote. Wizards trying to build on their 3-0 lead here early in the second half. Whistle on the Wizards. I believe that was offside. West Warwick again, putting the pressure on. There's Correa. Over to Tommaso. Over to Andrus. Trying to find some way to cross it in front of the net. Find somebody open there. There's Tommaso with the kick. And that just sails over and to the left. Hey, Brian, when you get a chance, if we could have an update on the temperature. Still 37? Why does it feel so much colder now than it did before? Yeah, because we've been out here for a while. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's still windy, still cold. And the soccer players are lucky. They're running around to heat them up, but not us. We're just sitting here.
Yep. And Gravier with a nice cross in front of the net. Oh, Gravier's right there again. Can he score again? As he did last game? No, couldn't quite get it. That's going to be off white. I think we're going to have another corner kick here. Props to Joey Dione for getting a nice shot of the moon earlier. Really beautiful. Good job. And here we go. Second corner kick. Corner kick. Wizards don't score off that, but they're keeping it in the Woonsocket end, as they've been most of the night. Soccer in New England in November can be very cold, and this one is. But one thing that's not cold is the Wizards' offense. 3 goals tonight. Trying to make this a 4th. Gravier, and then, oh! That was Kyle De Silva with a shot on goal, sailing about a foot over the bar. And Gravier trying to find somebody open in front of the net. Who's there? A couple of white shirts. Woonsocket trying to clear it out, trying to make something happen. And they are finally in the West Warwick end. And Johnson with a beautiful save. Amadou Jawo, 9th grader, with that shot. Going to have a corner kick. It's the first Woonsocket corner kick of the evening. Number 10, Mbai Kamara, is going to take this corner kick. Wizards clear it out. Oh, Woonsocket trying to make something happen. But the Wizards dodge a bullet there. Still up 3-0. Number 20, Eduardo Lopez, was right at the end of that last pass. Then it was kicked out of bounds. Like Tomaso's going to throw it in. And that's a header in. By Eduardo Lopez. Eduardo Lopez with the header. It's now 4-0 Wizards. And that's his first goal of the year. That was Kyle De Silva, excuse me. Kyle De Silva with the goal. And that is his first of the year. Is it any warmer in the press box, Brian, than out here? Is it any warmer in the press box than out here?
Turn me on, please. A little bit, not
Yeah.
quite. Taking a few pictures so we can document our moments here.
Oh, yeah.
And no, it's just about almost as cold in there as it is out here.
Yeah. I was in there earlier setting up as a save by Brunel. I was setting up earlier. I set up like 2 hours before the game, which is probably the earliest we've ever set up. But the school building was closed at 3, so I had to go get the stuff, bring it up here. Stop by Subway, as I do most days during school. And when I say most, I mean every day.
Hashtag not sponsored. Subway, if you're listening, we'd like to be sponsored.
Yes, you should sponsor us so we can stand out here on more nights like this, trying not to get hypothermia. Anyway, so I was over there, and just to remind us that it is Election Day, there was a contingent in that little plaza where Holmes Jewelers used to be, just right across the street, with a big fire truck, and Trump. They were supporters of Trump, and they were honking and getting people worked up as they drove by. Some people giving their okay. Oh, and Johnson's right there for the save. Some people giving their support. Some people giving the one-fingered salute. You know, that's Election Day. Get out there and vote.
I'm actually working at the polls tomorrow.
You are. You know, I would like to have you on my podcast, actually, Brian. And there are some other kids working at the polls tomorrow, right? What time are you working?
5:45 a.m. till about 8 at night.
This is breaking news. A teenager is going to be up and working at 5:45. This is breaking news.
You heard it here first, folks. Breaking news.
There we go. That breaking, we missed a corner kick because of that breaking news, but still. So, Mrs. Hassel, the principal, got in touch with me today because on the Magic Word podcast, I spoke with Mr. LeBlanc, the chair of the history department, and we talked a little election history. Talked about one guy who was president for a day. One guy was president for a day. If you're curious about that, you want to see if I'm full of it or if that's true, listen to the podcast, The Magic Word, right on this YouTube channel.
Spotify, Apple, and Google podcasts as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's on Google too?
Yeah. We're everywhere.
We are everywhere. Oh.
No.
Just over. Ty Condon with a nice shot on goal. We must be getting close to the mask break. There, I think it's right there. Is that it?
According to my clock, we're about 5 more minutes.
Oh, 5 more minutes. Well, there's my sense of time. It takes me an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes, you know. So, here we go. Another shot on goal. Wizards applying more pressure than they did against Prout. And there's Correa. Another shot that sails wide. But sooner or later, those are going to go in, and 4 of them have. Kyle De Silva scoring his first goal of the year to make it 4-zip Wizards. Nice save. A save by Brunel. Eduardo Lopez with that shot on goal. Wizards still trying to make something happen. Correa tries to head that one in. Doesn't go. The Wizard offense keeping the pressure on the Villanovans, who look to be on their way to their 5th loss in 5 games this season. Wizards will have a corner kick again. Sam Andrus will just boot this one in. All right, and we have another goal. De Silva again. Huh?
It actually looks like it wasn't a goal
Oh,
because I heard a whistle before it went in.
Ah, whistle before it went in, no goal. But here come the Wizards right back at it. Brunel scoops that one up. Getting an education here, young Brunel. 9th grader making his first start in goal. He's been busy. Wizards working it into the Woonsocket end again. It's where we've been all night, basically. Four nothing, Wizards up here. Seemingly on their way to win number 5. Zach Johnson gets a hand on that. Not been very active tonight. He hasn't needed to be. Brunel with a good diving save. Wizards keeping the pressure on. De Silva with a shot on goal, and Brunel gently cradles that one. Puts it back into play at about midfield. Villanovans will try to penetrate into Wizard territory. Attempt to get something going. And I think we're at the mask break, which means there's 10 minutes left to go in this one. 20 minutes left to go in this one. This is why they don't let me teach math anymore. Can I blame that on the cold? Okay. So.
Yeah, I think you can blame that one on the cold.
Okay. The cold, my age. I have a birthday coming up. I turn one year closer to a half a century. So, yes, blame that on the cold. Lack of blood flow to my old brain, something like that. But I can count well enough to know that the Wizards are up 4-0. And in soccer, that is a lot.
Yes.
They've been applying the pressure all night. This Woonsocket team is clearly rebuilding. And I was talking to the coach, Ruth Plant, ahead of time, and there were a few kids that didn't make the trip, and they're just trying to put things together here. Programs go through that, People graduate. This Woonsocket team a few short years ago was in Division 1. And now here we are in Division 3. But that's the Rhode Island Interscholastic League sets it up like that. So if a team's not having success, you go down. Then if you have success, you go up.
Make it fair for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. You just hope your rebuilding years don't come too often.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 20 minutes to go. Wizards up 4-0. Eduardo Lopez with a shot on goal, went wide left. Ball across midfield in Wizard territory. Villanovans almost put something together, broken up. Alvarez crosses it. Ty Condon was there. It looks like the Wizards will have a corner kick again. They'll just boot this one in. Alvarez with that shot. Went wide right. And again, this broadcast is brought to you by the Media Broadcasting and Journalism Pathway at West Warwick High School. Student produced. Student filmed. Teacher speaking right now, but everybody else is students. Doing a great job on this YouTube channel. For those of you who couldn't have the pleasure of being out here tonight, because crowds, at least for the foreseeable future, I believe the next couple of weeks, are not allowed at athletic events due to COVID restrictions. So we're glad to bring this action to you. We'll do the freezing for you up here.
If you want to feel like we are at the game, just turn your AC on as cold as it can go. But you still might be a little warmer than us.
Are you saying that there are people out there like myself who have procrastinated taking the ACs out and might still have them in?
Well, yeah, and for the people who have the central AC too.
Oh, yeah. Look at you, Brian, getting all fancy and stuff. I don't have central air, but my air conditioners are still in. Joey Dione giving the thumbs down to the central air. Here we go. Woonsocket's working it over here. Alex Johnson hasn't had much to do tonight, but he might need to make a save here, but no. Shot goes wide left. Okay, Woonsocket's got the corner kick here. Threatening really for the second or third time tonight. West Warwick clears it out of there. Woonsocket trying to score their first goal since their first game. They have only scored once this season. They've been shut out the other 3 times. Here's Lopez and Brunel with the save. Eduardo Lopez with the shot on goal. Well, one positive thing about this is the line at the concession stand is really short.
It's so short, it's almost like it's not even open.
It's almost like it's not even open because it's not.
I wish it was open because then we could get some hot chocolate.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Even if someone could come over and just spill it on me right now, that would be. All right. Wizards working it in.
Goal.
And there we go. That is a goal.
Number 3.
Number 3, Sam Flintz, doing his trademark cartwheel. That's what I should have done. I should have done one of those at halftime to try to keep warm. But I try not to get into positions I can't get out of, so maybe that's good. Sam Flintz, second goal of the year. Wizards up 5-0. And the Wizard cheerleaders keeping it going here. There's Lopez down the right-hand side. Looking for someone open in front of the net. And Dominic Carollo had a header on that one. It bounced just out. If that was a little bit to the left, we might have had a 6-0 game here. Woonsocket has had that ball right outside the box for much of this half. Not where you want it to be. Yep, Carollo again with a shot. Wizards keeping the pressure on. Finally, Woonsocket clears it out into Wizard territory. Almost. That was a shot on goal by Woonsocket, number 23. Tariq Robinson O'Hagan. And that sailed high. Had that gone in, that would have been Woonsocket's first goal since their 5-1 loss earlier this year, their first game of the season. And Alex Johnson dives on that one, trying to preserve the shutout. Brunel with the save. But on the rebound, Number 18, DeMeglio. Jacob DeMeglio making this 6-0. And that's his 4th goal of the year. He leads the team with 4 goals. DeMeglio, Wizards up 6-0. And that's his 2nd goal of the night. Looks like we're going to have another corner here. That goes wide. Nick Pettis got ahead on that one. Wizards up 6-0 over Woonsocket. Wizards look to be on their way to their 5th win of the year. That would make them 4-0 in the Division III North play. In first place in this shortened season. And even with this game wrapping up, there's more soccer action to come on the WWHS TV Wizards YouTube channel. We have the girls soccer team in action Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. So we'll be here live for that. And then 9 a.m. on Saturday morning, the girls team right here is at Masnicki Field wrapping up their regular season. Oh, Sam Flint's with a couple of shots. DeMeglio tried to get a foot on that one. But Woonsocket being a little stingy on the defense here, trying to prevent this one from getting any worse. And that's another goal by DeMeglio. 7-0 Wizards. DeMeglio's 5th goal of the season. And that's a hat trick for him. 3 goals tonight. But I am not taking off my hat and throwing it onto the field, as it's really the only thing keeping me warm right now. Nick Pettis with a nice cross there, but no one was there to put that away. Wizards just pressing right up until the end here. Brunel with the save. Wizards up 7-0 in the closing moments on their way to their 5th win of the year. Only loss coming to a Division I team. A little over a week ago, they lost 1-0 at East Providence at Pierce Field. Here we go, Woonsocket putting something together and broken up by West Warwick. DeMeglio kicking it over to Flint's. Alvarez. Yeah, looks like that's an offsides call. Another whistle on West Warwick. Another offsides, mercifully. And Woonsocket trying to clear it out. Johnson clears it out, back into Villanovan's territory. That bounces out right in front of the West Warwick bench. And that is the game. That is the game. Well, we're going to send it to a quick commercial and then come back here and wrap this up quickly before we wrap ourselves up warmly. We're going to send this to a break right now.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that Europe just passed a new copyrights law. I wish there was something more related to the school, though.
Hey Nick, what are you reading?
Oh, just Kent County Times.
Oh really, that's cool.
I just wish it was more related to West Warwick High
Oh,
School.
that's funny. I have the magic word here. It's the school newspaper.
Really?
Yeah, it's produced monthly. It's also online at themagicwordonline.com.
I'll check it out.
Alright, cool.
Okay, we're back. And welcome back. The game just finished, wrapped up here. 7-0 Wizards in the lead. Here is some of the stats today. Jacob DeMeglio. He scored 3 goals today, 5 for the season. Sam Flint's. He scored 1 goal today for his 2nd of the season. Diego Alvarez scored a goal. It's 2 goals. I'm sorry.
No.
Wait, sorry.
One
you're
goal,
wrong.
2nd for the season. One goal for Alvarez, 2nd of the season, and De Silva had a goal.
This is my first time, so I'm still learning how to do this.
Yep.
I'm usually producing.
So the Wizards, with a shutout win, 7-0 here, they go to 5-1-0 overall, 4-0 in league play, and I believe that's going to be it for their regular season, at least their home regular season. There's an abbreviated season, and then playoffs come. We will be right back here Thursday, November 5th, for the girls' game at 6 p.m.
And we'll start casting around 5:45.
Around 5:45. So, yeah, on November 5th, which is coming up. And then on Saturday the 7th, I think it's 9 a.m., we're going to be having the girls' final home regular season game here. So that's it. That's it for us. I'm Eric White. Riley, for Riley Maynard in the booth.
I'll tell you when.
For Denny Raposo on camera, Joey Dione on camera, Morgan Judd, who's here for moral support, and Brian Lynch, who did the scoreboard and the weather and was here to tell us it was cold. My name is Eric White, and I am saying goodbye for everybody. We'll see you back here Thursday.